Hi there, welcome back to Fred Shaves. It's Sunday and it's time for another shave. And what's good? And the day off tomorrow because it's a bank holiday in Norway. So why don't we do a shave? We're gonna try out some new stuff. This is an Italian classic, Cella, which I've been wanting to try for quite a good while. I haven't just done it, but now I was sent it for free by a Norwegian Wetshaving supplier. So here it is, Cella 1899. It's an almond shaving cream. It smells beautiful of marzipan to my nose, which is a little bit clogged up because it's a lot of pollen here. And I'm really allergic today. It looks like this. It's quite soft. I will say it's not cream soft, but borderline a cream. I can easily push it down. Comes in a big 150 milliliter 5.2 fluid ounces container. Brush is the Yaqi Janus brush, which glows in the dark with a 24 millimeter cashmere knot. I really love this knot. Nice Yaqi coin there. And razor is a Mühle r89. This has just been released as part of a 80-year anniversary at Mühle in stainless steel. Looks really cool. This one is in, I think it's zinc alloy with chrome plating. Inside we got a third use Zomchi blade. We're gonna pair that beautiful Cella scent up with some Captain Choice 45th parallel. This is this also smells a little bit marzipan to me, even though it's a cherry scent, but I feel it matches quite good. We're gonna wet the brush. Cold water. It's been quite nice weather today. And let's load it up. It's not the widest container, so trying to not make a mess. We will see. I think it's tallow based. Trying to load here. Not a lot of room to swirl the brush. And I don't know how much to load either. I have never used this soap before. We will see if it can take some water. I guess it can't take as much water as I really enjoy from many of the new artisanal stuff. But it's been around for over 100 years, so it should be a really good soap. And many wet shavers and barbershops are swearing to Cella. It really looks nice and pasty. I think we're gonna stop right there. See what lather we can make out of that. Gonna add cold water to the face. I will not rinse off this jar with water. I'm afraid of ruining this soap because it's so super soft. I guess water wouldn't harm it, but we're gonna just let it dry out like that. Hoping we get enough paste into the brush. Really slick soap, that's for sure. Okay. Ooh. That's an overload. Wow. We will stand here lathering until dawn. Even if it shouldn't be the thirstiest of soap, we need gallons of water here. So it's just to start working. I think, as far as I've seen, when this shop has been in use, that it's quite high structure to it. It gets quite a voluminous kind of lather. Beautiful, beautiful almond scent. Really calming, that marzipan kind of almond scent. It smells like something you would eat. And I love some marzipan. In Norway we have a tradition of eating marzipan for Christmas and Easter. So that's basically the 2 times of year I'm eating marzipan. For the Christmas and Easter holidays. So I'm just using my normal lathering technique here. Painting in water, trying to get this paste into a transparent stage. But it still feels super duper thick. That was a big dip. Let's try to spray. Super duper soft knot. I think I used way too much loading, because this is really pasty. Gonna have to work for my lather tonight, guys. It's helping. Yeah. Now it's starting to come alive. We will try to add quite a lot of water. See what we can do. Starting to get a little bit shiny. You know, I like a good lather. More water. More water. Here you can see this lather is starting to blow up. But I'm pretty sure it can take quite a lot more. We'll continue our watering. But before we are making a too big mess, just cleaning up my breast, so to say, my chest, not the breast, the chest is not in for a shave, not the wall either. The lather feels really creamy. It doesn't seem to be the densest of lathers. But it sure has some nice peaks to it. And it's starting to take a nice sheen. Nice glossy. Yeah, look. It's sliding down. Wow. One touch more water and we will agitate. You can see it's producing really a lot of lather. Wow. Quite easy to work with. It feels really nice on the skin, really cushiony. If you are used to parallel, this one is more thirsty than parallel. That's my initial thought. I'm gonna try one more round of water each side. See if it drowns or if it holds it. Look how that building. Wow. I hadn't expected that soap to take this much water, to be fair. There's too much lather than room on my face. More water. And one more for left side. That was a huge dip. Okay. Wow. Almost 15 minutes in. I think it's time to start shaving. This is a beautiful high structure kind of lather. It has a nice sheen to it. I can feel it starts to get a little bit more fluffy. So if I just continue to add water now, I feel like it's gonna break. And I don't want that. We want to shave it, so here we go. First pass. Just took down that lower neck at first. And we get 1 day of growth. Let's see if it falls off. Come on. Come on. Yes, it does. I feel this Zomchi blade was at its best on the second shave. This is third, and I'm gonna bin the blade after this shave. I could probably only done half of that loading time. But I rather load heavy, or too heavy, getting a great hydrated leather, than doing a short load and getting a shitty leather. Look, it's sliding down the brush. Wow. I will say the leather feels lighter than all the new really water-craving artisanal stuff that's on the market now. But it still feels very nice on the face, and it's easy to work with, and it's slick, and I can fairly understand why it has been around for so many years. Because it's good stuff. It's a really pleasant scent, not very strong. I would say it's probably a 4 out of 10 in scent strength. The scent is there, and it's nice. Just checking out. Yeah, it is residual slickness there, but it's not nearly as slick as the top shelf artisanal stuff. But again, I didn't expect that. But I didn't either expect it to be as good as it actually is. This is too dry for me. I'm gonna add a huge amount. Hugely, I dip halfway down the knot for right side, and the same for the left, just to loosen it up a little bit. That's nice. It actually has a really nice sheen. Look at that. And it holds onto the water. So it's a good soap. I have no negative things to say other than it's not as good as a handmade artisanal soap. But this soap will give you a good shave A nice lather. It's been sunny today and I didn't wear sunscreen even if I should. So I can feel the skin is a little bit beaten up. Yeah, that blade is on its last legs. It tugs a little bit against the grain. I'm not gonna overdo this because it's okay residual slickness, but I don't want to push it anymore. Okay. Let's have a quick feel. Yeah, that's a nice close shave there. Going down for a cold water rinse, see if it's hard to rinse off. The skin is actually quite slippery. Slippery is the word I was looking for. Slippery or slick if you want. Let's see how the initial immediate post shave is like. Skin feels quite nice. You're gonna add Captain Choice 45th parallel, and this is propped with alcohol, so it will probably sting a touch. A fair glug. Oh, that's a burn. Ooh. Oh, and I have a sore nose because I sneezed and rinsed my nose a lot because of those allergies. And that burn. Whoo! I'm really quite far down this bottle. Down here. Really like that splash. Okay. I will rinse off the brush so that just dries down a little bit. Don't have that much lather left actually. So maybe the load wasn't too bad at all. Just washing out the brush. The knot inside is caked of lather. This is quite an easy knot to rinse out. I find. A little creeper there on the oval lip. Like so. The brush is nicely washed out. And we're gonna add a cream, a balm, call it whatever you want. This is a Norwegian Simre Universal Cream with mint. It's tallow based, handmade on a Norwegian farm. And I have slippy fingers, so I'm not able to open the lid. There you go. And this is really good stuff. Looks like this. Looks a little bit hard, but it is not. It's really moisturizing. That is more than you will ever need, I think. And then you just smear it out. And yeah, your skin gets shiny of this. But it really calms down the skin. It really hydrates, moisturizes, and helps the skin to recover from a shave. And this particular cream is said to be really good for eczema and other skin conditions as well. It has some really good healing properties to it. I could probably use half the amount I just used. And it feels quite oily on your hands. You can see I have a sheen to my face now from that bone. But that's okay. This will really absorb. It takes a time, but skin feels beautifully soft. Like velvet afterwards. Okay. That was my little or longer review of Cella from Milano, Italy. Stay in the Wetshaving mirror, a good old classic there. Thank you for watching, guys, and please subscribe. Until my next video, goodbye.